ustedes la fiesta latina. Este sábado 23 de enero en el Tower Hotel. Vengan y disfruten de las mejores vibras latinas con DJ Rafael, DJ Víctor, DJ Kinky, presentaciones de cantantes locales de música urbana y el DJ más esperado de la fiesta, DJ Carlitos Bronco. Este sábado 23 de enero, la fiesta latina, piscinada en el Tower Hotel. Para más información, comunícate vía normal o WhatsApp al 608-1610. Pégate ya.
Todo bien. Todo bueno. Todo bueno, todo bueno, todo bien.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good evening, welcome to this evening's newscast that comes to you with the compliments of Magic City Lounge. I am Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. Rosen Law Firm, a global investor rights law firm, announced today that it has launched an investigation of potential securities claims on behalf of shareholders of ExxonMobil. The probe stems from allegations that the oil titan may have issued materially misleading business information regarding its Permian Basin asset to the investing public. We would have reported that on January 15, 2021, the Wall Street Journal published an article that the U.S. Securities Commission probe is premised on a whistleblower complaint that during a 2019 internal assessment, workers were forced to use unrealistic assumptions about how quickly wells in the Permian Basin could be drilled to reach a higher valuation, and that at least one worker who complained about the assumptions was fired. Meanwhile, 4 women were on Wednesday fined $100,000 each after they pleaded guilty to posting racially insensitive Facebook posts. The charges were filed by the Ethnic Relations Commission through attorney at law Stanley Moore. The defendants, Tiffany Green, LaShawna Chester, Stacey Smart, and Glynis Gibson, appeared in the Georgetown Magistrates Court before Chief Magistrate Ann McLennan. The women pleaded guilty to the charge, which stated that during the month of March 2020 on their Facebook pages, they caused racial or ethnic violence or hatred and inciting hostility or ill will based on race. And moving on, a police constable today received minor injuries after he was struck down by a truck while directing traffic along the Houston Public Road eastbound Demerara. The traffic rank, Roy Shanks, was rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital where he received medical attention and later sent away. According to police, Shanks was struck down in the early morning hours in the vicinity of Rahamans Park while performing his duties to assist with the smooth flow of traffic during the peak hours along the East Bank corridor. Shanks reportedly signaled a truck to stop. It did slow down but collided with him, throwing him onto the paved road. And now let's tell you, 13 months into oil production, the nation should be receiving monthly updates on the status of oil production in its Stabroek Block and other details. ExxonMobil is mandated to report this information to the government, but Guyana does not know what the government knows. These and other comments were shared by attorney at law and anti-corruption advocate Christopher Ram. He said that the government should have a monthly production report detailing the quantity of crude oil produced as well as natural gas. This is because the agreement signed with ExxonMobil, Hess and CNOOC for the Stabroek Block arrangement requires full disclosures on operations therein. And moving on, we had reported that former Public Infrastructure Minister David Patterson had received from the Demerara Harbour Bridge Corporation and the asphalt plant gold jewelry valued at some $500,000 paid for by taxpayers' dollars. The allegation was vehemently denied by Patterson, but his tune changed after even more damning evidence came to the fore, showing that those were not the only agencies that he received expensive gifts from. In light of this revelations, his involvement in the multi-million-dollar gift-buying scandal, Public Works Minister Juan Edgell has called for Patterson's removal as chair of the Public Accounts Committee. With the committee currently scrutinizing government spending in 2016, Edgell has urged Patterson to recuse himself from the meetings until investigations into the scandal are concluded. And now let's tell you, Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlal has brought litigation on behalf of the state against Courtney Benn Contracting Services Limited, suing the service for more than $400 million for a breach of contract in relation to its failure to complete building the St. Rose's High School in Georgetown. According to court documents, the AG is claiming damages in excess of $100 million against Courtney Benn for a breach in the contract and the addendum for the reconstruction of the school. Nandlal is also seeking the sum of $41,230,435 as liquidated damages calculated at 10% pursuant to the provisions of the contract for the reconstruction of the St. Rose's High School. And that brings us to the end of this evening's newscast. I am Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening. The nightly newscast came to you with the proud compliments of Magic City Lounge.
Magic City Night Events trae a ustedes la Fiesta Latina este sábado 23 de enero en el Tower Hotel. Vengan y disfruten de las mejores vibras latinas con DJ Rafael, DJ Víctor, DJ Kinky, presentaciones de cantantes locales de música urbana y esperado de la fiesta, DJ Carlitos Bronco. Este sábado 23 de enero, la fiesta latina, piscinada en el Tower Hotel. Para más información, comunícate vía normal o WhatsApp al 608-1610. Pégate ya.
Todo bien. Todo bueno. Todo bueno, todo bueno, todo bien.
Want value for your